Imagine a film so aware of its own artifice that it builds its entire premise on the act of watching artifice being made, not as a cynical deconstruction, but as a bemused reflection. This is the quiet, overlooked space occupied by 2002's Showtime. On the surface, it's a standard issue buddy cop comedy pairing a gruff veteran, played by Robert De Niro, with a flashy, ambitious rookie, played by Eddie Murphy. But the film's true subject isn't crime, it's the camera itself, and the transformative, often corrosive power of its gaze. The production of Showtime arrived at a peculiar cultural moment. Reality television, with shows like Cops and the nascent American Idol, was cementing its grip on the public consciousness. The line between documented reality and manufactured drama was blurring. Director Tom Day and a team of writers, including Keith Sharon and Alfred Goh, saw an opportunity to invert the buddy cop formula by making the media the central conflict. A key piece of trivia underscores this intent. The film was initially developed under the working title The Show, a far more direct nod to its meta-narrative. The shift to Showtime retained that theatricality while subtly invoking the premium cable network, hinting at a world where everything, even police work, is packaged as entertainment. The casting itself is a layered joke. Robert De Niro, an actor synonymous with gritty, method-driven authenticity, plays Mitch Preston, a detective who despises the performative. Eddie Murphy, a superstar built on charismatic, crowd-pleasing performance, plays Trey Sellers, an officer who craves the spotlight. The film places these two archetypes, the real actor and the showman, in a conflict mediated by a camera crew. This setup allows Showtime to function as a thesis on performance. Mitch's world is one of procedure and consequence. Trey's world is one of perception and opportunity. The reality TV show, hosted by a perfectly smarmy William Shatner, becomes the arena where these philosophies violently collide. Every action in the film is filtered through a dual lens, the diegetic lens of the camera within the story and our own as the audience. When Mitch reluctantly performs for the camera, De Niro's performance masterfully conveys a man being psychologically stripped. His authenticity becomes the show's most valuable commodity, to be mined and commodified. Conversely, Trey's journey is one of confronting the emptiness behind the performance. His initial desire for fame is pure and uncomplicated. But as the stakes become real, as the fictional show intersects with genuine danger, his performative instincts are forced to evolve into something substantive. The film's central theme, then, is the negotiation of identity under observation. It asks, what parts of ourselves do we amplify, and what do we suppress when we know we're being watched? For Mitch, the camera is an invasive parasite. For Trey, it's a potential lifeline. Their partnership becomes a process of finding a middle ground, a genuine connection that can exist both with and despite the camera. This extends to the film's commentary on Hollywood itself. The villain's plot, involving a high-tech assault rifle, is almost incidental. The real antagonist is the entertainment machine, represented by the network executives and the show's producer, Chase Renzi. They are not evil, but amoral. Their only drive is for compelling content, regardless of the human cost. Showtime predicts, with startling clarity, the era of the influencer and the 24/7 personal broadcast. Trey Sellers isn't just a cop who wants to be on TV. He's a proto-social media personality, crafting his image and narrating his life for an audience. His desire mirrors a cultural shift that was just beginning. The cinematography by Thomas Kloss deliberately mirrors this duality. The reality show segments are shot with a rougher, handheld aesthetic, saturated colors, and dramatic zooms. The real-world scenes, particularly those focusing on Mitch alone, are more classically composed, cooler, and still. The film's visual language constantly reminds us which layer of reality we are observing. In its third act, the satire softens into something more earnest. The bond that forms between Mitch and Trey is not a rejection of the camera, but an absorption of it. They learn to use the tools of performance, teamwork, communication, staged moments to achieve a real goal. The performance becomes integrated into their authentic selves. The conclusion is satisfying not because the bad guy is caught, but because a new equilibrium is found. Mitch accepts that some degree of performance is necessary for connection. Trey learns that performance without substance is hollow. They don't defeat the media machine. They learn to navigate it on their own terms. Showtime was largely dismissed upon release as a lightweight genre entry, but time has been kind to its insights. In an age where personal branding is ubiquitous and life is routinely lived through lenses, its questions feel more urgent than ever. It remains a film about seeing and being seen. A gentle, intelligent mirror held up to Hollywood's own vanity and, by extension, to our own growing comfort with perpetual performance. It suggests that in a world constantly demanding a show, the most radical act might be to decide, moment by moment, what part of yourself you choose to share. Thank you for watching until the end. We pour our passion into every single video essay, exploring the stories behind the movies we all love. If you stumbled upon this video by chance, there is a very high probability you might never see our channel again in your feed, so please take a moment to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and ring the bell. We are actively growing this community of cinema lovers, and your support is what helps us make our content better and more insightful every single day. Let's explore the magic of filmmaking together. See you in the next one.